Hi, Owen. This is Andre from Olympia, Washington. I was wondering, what is your opinion on tarot cards and reading crystal balls? I kind of look at it as kind of harmless on one end, but at the other, it can be kind of detrimental for those who have mental illness. And I realize it's not a cult, but how do you feel about this stuff? Bye.
When I was leaving Jehovah's Witnesses, that's something that I started looking into, tarot cards and stuff, because I found it interesting. I wasn't allowed to before. I remember a time I went to my aunt's house, who I didn't really hang out with very often, didn't really know her, but we were visiting family in Connecticut, so we went to see her. My mom and I did. And my mom went out for the evening with a friend of hers, and my Aunt Pat had a friend come over. And I was at my aunt's house, and her friend comes over and gives her a free tarot card reading, and it freaked me out so bad. I was like, oh my God, tarot cards, I'm gonna get Satan all in me. Looking back on it now, I realize how absolutely fucking completely absurd that mindset was. But when I left the religion, I really wanted to look into it and see what it was all about. Tarot cards are ultimately complete bullshit. Tarot cards are nothing more than cards that are general enough. Their meaning is defined in a book, and they're general enough to apply to everybody in any situation. So you get the death card, for example, and the death card has a list of meanings. You can get like tarot cards for dummies or whatever. And look, and the death card means you have dealt with death in your life. You may be close to dying. You may know somebody who died at some point in your life, a grandmother when you were 3, an uncle when you were 10. Doesn't matter. Death has touched your life in some way. Tell me who in the world hasn't experienced that. Who do you know in the world who hasn't had a friend or a family member or somebody important to them die? Everybody has. That's the idea behind tarot cards. Make them general enough that they will, no matter what card comes up, it will apply to that person in some way. There's a lot of mysticism around tarot cards too, like you're not supposed to buy a deck. You're supposed to have a deck gifted to you. That's how they work the best and stuff like that. It's just bullshit, man. You know, to some degree, it is fun bullshit. It's kind of entertaining to look through it and see how it all worked and read the history of it. But there are people who take that shit seriously, and it stops being fun at that point. Like, people go to psychics and expect them to fix their lives. That shit is wrong. It really fucks people's lives up sometimes, trusting in this charlatan psychic to give them good advice when they don't know the first fucking thing about their lives. They could be giving them really bad advice, and they'd never know. So in my opinion, tarot cards specifically were entertaining when I was leaving the religion, but astrology and tarot cards and crystal balls and psychics are really fucking harmful. People should be really careful not to fall into this trap of believing it, because it's damaging.